Hi Leo, and welcome to your June predictions reading. We are going to be getting general predictions for the month of June. So if you are more interested in doing a love predictions reading, I do have one up from mid-May to mid-June for your sign, and I'll be doing the next one before June 15th, which will be mid-June to mid-July predictions. Before we get into it, I just need you to know that I'm a very honest reader. So if you are not a Leo and you are here cross-watching, you have been warned. We're going to start your reading, Leo, by getting 3 cards from this oracle deck, which will tell us the main themes that your sign can expect to experience in the month of June. For Leo, please, Spirit, what are the main 3 themes Leo can expect to experience in the month of June? What are the main 3 themes Leo can expect to experience in the month of June, please? Hi. What are the main themes Leo can expect to experience, please, Spirit? One more card for Leo in the month of June. Okay, this is very similar. I'll come full disclosure, Leo. This is my second time doing your reading. The first time I filmed you, I forgot to turn my microphone on. So I was talking like an idiot for an hour, and I'm redoing your reading, but the messages that I'm getting are quite similar. I'm glad it happened again. I don't believe in coincidences, so I think it did have to happen, but this fire card came out for you last time as well, and we have Uranus at the back of your deck. So I believe a lot of the messages will pull for you are similar to a collective reading that I did for your sign. Well, actually, I did it as for the collective, so it wasn't for any one sign on my main channel. It was a live stream. I think there could be messages for you there. It's really up to you and how much time you have. We'll get the most out of this reading while you're here. First theme I have for you is feminine, Leo. And with feminine, I do see you kind of in your power here. I believe Leos do have a very strong feminine quality. I think that you often get carried away with your more masculine side, but I think that you thrive when you're really tapped into your feminine qualities. And I think that the strength that comes from a Leo's feminine side is really showcased through their patience, through their ability to project a certain standard into a situation by modeling what they expect to receive. And with the feminine energy here, it's kind of like you project, you don't expect. You know, you have a standard, but you embody that standard. And if others can't meet up to it, it's not a case of you feeling rejected by their lack of ability to be there or by them not fulfilling one of your expectations. It's just this feeling of, well, I haven't missed anything because I am the thing. And if someone can't meet me where I'm at, then they don't deserve to be where I'm at. So it's interesting. This feminine energy, it feels very powerful in your reading. It doesn't feel passive at all. It feels like we're making something happen by putting ourselves in this position to receive, by holding a certain level and just sort of waiting for something to meet us at that level there. I want to get Tarot now to have a look at what that feminine energy is doing in the month of June for Leo, please, Spirit. What is happening with this feminine energy for Leo in the month of June? What is happening with this feminine energy? The back of the deck, we do have the Queen of Swords. So I see this as a strong person standing their ground, being very clear in what they want. I also see the Queen of Swords as somewhat cold. And I don't want to say manipulative, but just like careful. This feels like someone who's very careful about what they say and about what they do. So you may be in a situation with someone, Leo, in June where you're having to kind of put your foot down and have clear boundaries. I feel like you would have already done that in May. You feel like you're a bit cold to this person. I see you just being very observant though, not necessarily cutting them off or blocking them, but you're just kind of letting them do the talking, and you're maintaining a very fixed position when it comes to this person. Now, I have the Fool card, the Lovers card, and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position. How far did you go? Not far at all. Okay, let me grab that card. The Fool card, the Lovers card, and the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse position here, Leo. So what that's telling me is that this issue over here has to do with a major decision, potentially with a relationship, but it does impact another person. And I see that in June, you're trying to figure out, well, what decision do I make that is going to be best for me? It feels like you're taking a risk here. So you're wanting whatever it is to meet you halfway. I don't believe compromise is essential here, but I do see a conversation being important. And this conversation has to do with the future. It has to do with being aligned with this person in terms of what you want in the future. So for most of you, it does feel like a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic for all of you though. It just feels like we need to have a conversation about what we want for the future and where our vision is at, and then can this person fit into that vision, or can they match what we want? With the Five of Pentacles reversed, there is a feeling here of you're in like a nothing to lose situation. You see yourself growing, you see yourself evolving, you see yourself gaining. You've hit rock bottom, this ain't it. And at this point you're just like, you know what, if this doesn't work out, I know I'm going to be okay. So I believe that somebody's physical status could be limiting them in some way. And what I mean by that is maybe the person that you're talking to is concerned they don't have enough material income to be able to meet you where you want to be, or they just feel like they are going to be left behind if they don't kind of jump on board this train that you're boarding. So I believe that what's happening here is there is this feeling of growth about this side of your June, and you wanting to kind of grow with somebody. So you're making a big decision here on how to do that. You're taking a risk. And if this is you needing to take a risk in a relationship, you're putting them in the hot seat too and saying, listen, I'm doing it, and this is what I would expect from my partner as well. I see overall that you're not missing. So whatever you're taking a risk towards, it's like you're going to be there, but is your person going to meet you there as well? It makes me think of like someone who's about to take a new exciting path in their journey, and they're like, you know what, this is where I'm going to be. If you want to join me, come. But if you're not going to be there, I'll be there anyway, you know? And so there's a feeling of being left behind here in this energy. Is there anything else you can tell Leo about that feminine energy? The King of Wands. So this is somebody who is definitely a partner. They feel like a very compatible person. You had the Queen of Blades at the bottom of your deck, and we have the King of Wands here. This is the King of Blades, essentially, with the Emperor. And you have the feminine energy and the Queen of Blades. So I see that what you need to know is what is meant for you cannot miss you. Who is intended for you will be with you. And I think that as you move forward, you are balancing your masculine and your feminine energy, taking assertive action and waiting when appropriate for the right time to go, and being receptive. I think being receptive is what is really helping you here. You know what to do, you know you can do it, but it's about knowing how to do it and knowing when to do it. And that's where that receptive feminine energy comes into play. Honestly, I see the right decision being made, and I see the right outcome being delivered. That's all I can tell you about that. Whether this person's there to meet you or not, the right outcome will be delivered and the right decision is going to be made. Let's get advice for you, please, in that situation. What is the advice for Leo? What is the advice for Leo, please, Spirit? The advice for Leo. Yeah, okay. Oops. Okay. The back of the deck, we do have trust reverse. So Leo, I think that what's happening over here, Spirit is saying there comes a time where you have to be logical instead of just sort of, what's the word? Hopeful. And I think there's a sense of a reality check over here that keeps you feeling grounded and reminded of the material constraints in this situation. I do see delays, but I also see progress and a successful outcome. So it's interesting. While it may not have worked out in the way that it was originally intended, either because of delays or because the situation just wasn't developing the way that we wanted it to, I do ultimately see that keeping a logical point of view is what is helping you get through this. The cards that came out for you were peace, and animals reversed. You also had financial health reversed. So Spirit is saying when it comes to this situation, money should not be an issue, okay? Stop looking at money as your main blockage because it can be fixed, that can be worked through. As real as that issue may be presently, it is not an issue that will follow you into this future, this new beginning. The goal here is to use your material resources to get you further. And I think that you got to spend a little to make a little in this situation, which is interesting. It feels like financial health should not be an issue. So if that's one of the issues that arises in this conversation, then that's something that we need to address more realistically, because I don't think that that is a genuine issue. I think that that's just something that we use to incite fear and to tell us we can't do this. With animals reversed, there is a feeling of being flexible. As much as animals could be a literal meaning, I also think that this is about you being too grounded and not kind of being flexible enough and getting too stuck and stagnant in a situation, needing to be more open and adaptable, like evolving here with the animals card reversed, not relying on our comfort zones and our key comfort characteristics. I always think of animals as a moment to be still, grounded, and sort of like recover. But you're out of that period now. It's time to grow, it's time to adapt, and it's time to move forward. For some of you, that message is also saying that animals shouldn't be an issue if they are in any shape or form. With peace reversed, it's really clear to me that this situation is calling for change, a material kind of change, the kind of change that does make you need to spend some money in order to make it happen. I see you recovering your financial losses and being able to be in a more secure place. This feels like a move for some of you, but it is going to incite changes in your lifestyle. So that's what I'm seeing with feminine energy. We're receiving over there with feminine energy a new opportunity to make some serious decisions that create some very material changes. Your next theme, Leo, is the number 2. So 2 for me is about union and companionship, really. It always makes me think of us working with somebody else, sometimes needing to compromise in order to do it. In your energy, Leo, it feels like you're needing to kind of bounce off somebody here in order to be successful. So I'm seeing that you need to be open to collaborating in June. Let's have a look at what Tarot says. What is happening with this 2 card for Leo in the month of June, Spirit? Okay. What is happening with this 2 card for Leo in the month of June? Some of you could be Cancer, Leo cusps, okay? Back of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords in the upright position. So I do see some sleeplessness over this area of your life. This area of your life has you losing sleep, staying up a bit late, over examining things, overthinking things. It's also an area of your life that has you wondering, could I, would I, should I have done things differently? This feels like someone who's really trying to do their best. Now, the first 2 cards that came out for you were the Chariot and the 10 of Cups upright. Someone who's striving for their happy ending, wanting movement, wanting things to progress harmoniously, and feeling compelled to take decisive action. The other card I have for you is the 10 of Wands reversed. So Leo, this is a theme of you feeling really burdened here to do something. Now, I feel like this is a case of you taking too much responsibility. In June, I see you needing to really let go. This is a key theme for you in June, is taking time off, finding time to let loose and unburden yourself and not feel overburdened by responsibilities. Some of you are parents with the Chariot and the 10 of Wands, and you're being called to take care of yourself for a change, and to really be able to move the family forward, you need to kind of let go of some of this responsibility and unburden yourself, or you're going to burn out. This feels like someone needing to take a new direction for the sake of self-preservation. We can't burn out anymore. With the 10 of Cups upright, you're not alone when you do this. I see you surrounded by loved ones. This could be a celebration, a marriage, or like a birthday. It's going to happen in June, so it could be a Cancer birthday party or something. I don't know, but it just feels like you're celebrating and you're moving things forward, taking care of you, but you're blowing off steam at the same time. And the reason why this is so important is with that 2 card there, it brings back balance. And it brings in a sense of care and support for you. It brings more emotional fulfillment, 100%. It makes you feel more happy and connected to your emotional support community or network. But it just helps you kind of cut loose and sort of burn through some of this overworked energy and let go of some of your responsibilities. Is there anything else they need to know about that theme, Spirit, the 2? Wow. Is there anything else they need to know about that too? There's a lot of fire and a lot of water over here. That's pretty much all your cards are. Well, now we've got Pentacles. Yeah, 3 of Chopsticks. This is something that you've been waiting to do. It's something that you may have booked earlier this year and you're getting the chance to do it. I do feel like you've been waiting to do this. I think you had to make this happen. It wasn't just going to happen for you. It's an opportunity you had to make happen. We're seeing clarifying cards, 2 of Teacups, which is the 2 of Cups, the King of Chopsticks, and the King of Ingots. So there's something about this that was very carefully planned. You've been waiting for it. You wanted it to happen at a time where you could give it the best version of yourself. So it could be a holiday, but not necessarily. I just see you moving, or using this opportunity to take positive movement for yourself. I think with the 2 of Teacups, you're putting distance between yourself and somebody else, which feels healing for you. You're like, just give me tonight. I need the night off. It's temporary separation, and it just helps you kind of have fun or focus on other people in your life, other loved ones. With the King of Chopsticks upright, I see you planning and strategizing and working this out and getting excited and making some big plans and pulling other people into them and getting really ambitious about this. And with the King of Ingots, you may have even been saving up for this. You may be in charge of making this happen, but it's not necessarily the case for all of you, Leo. I just think with the King of Ingots, this is what is going to bring more balance back into your life, is having this opportunity. Now, for others of you, I see a relationship improving because you're taking time off away from your other responsibilities to focus on that relationship, and you're giving it the best version of yourself. You're feeling more positive about where the relationship is moving, and the 2 of you are feeling more connected. All right. Even if you need to take a temporary break away from them, you come back feeling refreshed and ready and in a more stable position to give to the relationship. Let's get some advice here. If you're a single Leo, I do see you attracting attention on this little expedition you've planned for yourself. I see you drawing in a lot of strong energy, people who are attracted to you having fun. And I think that if you have been stagnant in the dating world, you're going to realize that that's what's been causing your stagnancy, is you haven't been having fun. You haven't had the chance to show your Queen of Wands energy, that confident, fun, expressive, funny person, right? That carefree energy. You've been burdened by responsibility. So that's going to make you really want to shift your priorities in June when you realize that it's that easy to meet people. You just have to go out and be yourself. What is the advice here for Leo? What is the advice here for Leo, please, Spirit? What is the advice here for Leo? Yeah. Hi. Wow. I was just thinking that, actually. What is the advice here for Leo, please, Spirit? Yeah. So at the back of the deck, we do have clarity. So whatever this is, Leo, I see it really confirming to you what it is that hasn't been working and what you need to do in order to really maximize the energy that you have. I see you wanting to embrace more experiences and getting a taste for doing things in a different way because of what happens in June here. We have good luck showing up in the reverse position. So this to me is saying that you got to make this opportunity happen. It's something that you've organized, it's something that you've planned, or that you've had to prepare for and plan for. It's not something that's just been given to you. You've had to kind of take time away from something else and cut out your responsibilities in order to make this happen. I do see this leading to a new beginning, and I also seeing you getting a confidence boost because of it with new beginnings and courage here. It's very likely that you're going to meet people in this situation that are going to kind of be people that encourage other new beginnings in your life, or they're going to kind of bring back this confident version of yourself that you once were. I think with courage here, it's you shining, it's you in your element. June has a positive twist to it for you, where you feel like you've kind of renewed who you are because of this experience. You feel more in touch with who you are, and you're given a chance to do things differently now because of it. You know what makes you work best, what makes you shine best, and letting go of some of your responsibility has reminded you of how important these other aspects of your personality are. In order for you to be all round happy with that 10 of Cups, sometimes you need time away from your responsibilities. So that's what I'm seeing with the 2 card. Let's have a look at Fire now. And straight away, Fire is telling me that you will experience new beginnings in June. I really feel like some of you are getting back into your element, feeling more confident. There is a feeling here of needing to make it happen. You can't just rely on that opportunity finding you. I see you needing to really plan for it, schedule it in. And I'm very curious to see how this is going to help you move forward and where you're at next, Leo. June feels like a month that really builds you. I don't see you changing your path drastically in June, but I think that by the middle of the year, there are going to be some pretty big changes for you. July seems to be an interesting month for all of us. What is happening here with Fire for Leo in June? Is there anything else? Thank you. Oh, that card's coming out again. Fire is interesting. Some people have a lot of stuff they want to say about you and your new found sense of self. I see some people wanting, it feels like jealousy, and it's not going to apply to all of you, but I see some people being jealous of you and what you're able to do and achieve with your energy. You have a very attractive energy, Leo, and when you're in your element, you get a lot of praise for it. I see some people being jealous of that, and that's their issues. It's nothing that you should be losing sleep about, but I see you making a decision here at the end of June that is prompted by you not wanting to miss out. You're afraid of missing out on something, so you're going to choose to do this and take this new beginning. We have the Devil card, we have the 5 of Swords, and we also have the 7 of Pentacles. So that 5 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles is reversed, Leo. We also have the Queen of Blades, which is the Queen of Swords. So I see here that in June, this Fire card is talking about you cutting yourself free from something, someone. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but this is an oppressive energy. This is somebody who doesn't want you to succeed or outshine them. This is also somebody who just consumes a lot of the goodness that you have. And this could be where that sense of responsibility and being burdened is coming from. There is an unhealthy imbalance here of something that is keeping you oppressed and somewhat enslaved. This may not apply to all of you, Leo. I'm getting a few scenarios in my head in which some of you may be caregivers, or you may be responsible for somebody else, or someone may have put you in a position where you feel like you have to kind of consider them before you make any big changes. But I think with the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles reversed, you're uprooting something here. You're going, you know what, this isn't working. This situation is first of all trapped, and it's not going to help either of us grow. With the 5 of Swords reversed, I see you separating yourself, and honestly, I almost see you ghosting this person, or even this person may ghost you, because it is likely that the two of you just cannot continue in the way that you've been working through this. That 5 of Swords, if it isn't ghosting, it's somebody choosing to just walk away from the situation and just agree that this isn't going to get better. So you just agree to disagree. You agree that with the 5 of Swords, this situation is almost doomed. It's not going to work. So no matter what I say, they're going to be combative and they're not going to offer resolution. So I'm choosing to walk away. But with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, you're really uprooting something here and you're going, nah, this isn't working. The Queen of Blades tells me your response is quite stoic and the situation garners a tough guy response, needing to put your foot down and be very clear in where you stand. And you don't need to be the loudest voice in the room in order to do this. You just need to be very firm in what you do, your actions, and what you choose to say. So I do see careful decision making here, being very objective, ultimately looking for that bird's eye point of view of what is right in order to really just pull seeds out that are turning into weeds. That's not what you were planning on growing. So I do see you trying to focus on yourself, but as you do so, you're being called back to these other energies that feel dependent on you, Leo. That's why it made me feel like you're a caregiver, because this energy is dependent on you, and they've tricked you into thinking that you need them as well. It'd be so funny if your parents, and it's like they've tricked you into thinking that you need them as well. Oh my gosh. Let's get advice for you, Leo, please. Obviously, that's not going to apply if you're a parent. I can't even begin to sympathize with, yeah. I was having this conversation with someone the other day. The amount of guilt you feel as a parent, like, wow. You don't need any other reason to feel more guilty. Yeah, speaking of guilt, we have forgiveness here. We also have spirit guides. So your advice when it comes to this fire situation is to go with what you have been shown. The answers have already been shown to you. People have been telling you, like, Leo, you need to do this. Leo, this isn't right. Leo, this person's dependent on you. Leo, this situation is kind of effed up. Dreams have also been significant. I see you getting a lot of messages, a lot of downloads about this, dreaming about this person, dreaming about your ideal situation. With forgiveness reversed, I'm seeing like you just need to walk away. You need to walk away. And there's someone here that is projecting what they think you should do in an unhelpful way. For some of you, this situation is extremely complicated and you may not be able to walk away from the situation, but there's someone in this equation who you do need to distance yourself from. Not only are they unhelpful, but they're projecting an unhelpful opinion. They're making it sound so easy and it's becoming more conflicting. So with forgiveness reversed, there comes a point where you've got to accept that this is all that you're going to get and you do need to move forward. With well-being here upright, I'm seeing so many messages for you to just take care of yourself and to focus on what is best for you. I see a transformation in self because of this, and I see a new beginning for you because of this as well. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Leo. Weird, wild, wonderful messages for the month of June. Very interesting. If it didn't resonate 100%, don't force it to fit. This is still a general reading. You may have messages in your sun or rising sign, as it is a general reading. Otherwise, thank you so much for all of your support, Leo. I appreciate your energy and your time, and I shall connect with you very, very soon. Bye.